Miami Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa suffered his third concussion during a game against the Buffalo Bills on Thursday night. The injury occurred in the third quarter when Tua collided with defensive back Damar Hamlin and hit the back of his head on the ground. After lying on the field for about 2 minutes, Tua got up and walked to the sideline before heading to the locker room. Before leaving the field, he smiled at the crowd, but the team quickly confirmed that it was a concussion. Tua's concussion history includes 2 others from the 2022 season, as well as one he sustained while playing college football at Alabama. Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel explained that Tua would undergo a thorough evaluation and receive the necessary care the following day. McDaniel emphasized that he wasn't concerned about how long Tua might be out, but was instead focused on the quarterback's health and well-being. Some of Tua's teammates saw him after the game and were relieved to find that he was in good spirits. Quarterback Skylar Thompson, who took over for Tua after the injury, expressed his deep care for Tua as a person, not just a player. Thompson shared how much love and respect the entire team has for Tua and hoped for his speedy recovery. Tua had just signed a 4-year, $212 million contract extension before the season, making him one of the highest-paid players in the NFL. He had a strong start to the season, leading the league in passing during Week 1. However, the Dolphins were losing 31-10 when he left the game, and that ended up being the final score. Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen spoke highly of Tua, calling him not only a great football player but an even better human being. Allen, along with many others, hoped for the best for Tua and acknowledged the emotional ups and downs that come with the game of football. Allen's sentiments reflected the concern many players, coaches, and fans feel when a player experiences such a serious injury. Tua's career has been marked by injuries, though he had an impressive 2023 season that helped lead the Dolphins to the playoffs. Last year, he threw for 29 touchdowns and led the league with 4,624 passing yards. Despite his success, Tua had previously admitted that he considered retiring from football after suffering multiple concussions in 2022. He ultimately decided to continue playing but said he had given serious thought to walking away from the game. Coach McDaniel made it clear that he doesn't have the authority to decide if or when Tua will return to the field. He emphasized that Tua would be evaluated, and any decisions would be made in his best interest. The injury happened on a 4th down play when Tua ran straight into Hamlin without sliding to protect himself. Hamlin, the player involved in the collision, had a life-threatening incident earlier in the year when he suffered cardiac arrest during a game. The collision between Tua and Hamlin left Tua lying on his back, and players from both teams immediately signaled for medical attention. Tua's movements on the ground were consistent with a fencing response, a reflex that sometimes occurs after a traumatic brain injury.